Hey guys, today we have a video by the YouTuber named G-Man. G-Man is one of those people who believes that everybody takes everything on faith. I know, it's crazy. I had to cut the video down because, it's 27 minutes long, but you get the picture. So let's get into it.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Preaching to the Choir.
Hello, G-Man.
Another edition of Preaching to the Choir Ministries. I have a selfie stick, and I think I need to start using that thing because I'm using my phone, and it does get tiring holding it like this, but I'm used to it.
I think you should try using a tripod, not a selfie stick.
But anyway, guys, welcome to another edition of Preaching to the Choir Ministries, and today I want to deal with this claim that Bionic Dance made, and that's, by the way, the only time you're ever going to hear her name is when I'm talking about this. Is regarding this issue about being an epistivist, and whether or not there are people out there that don't make the decisions or make the decisions or decide their actions based on faith, which is ridiculous because unless you live under a rock.
I'd like to know how you think that it's ridiculous not to believe in things based on faith. According to the definitions of faith in a dictionary, the first definition refers to the second definition, which is the belief without reason or rationality.
We make decisions every single day based on faith and not based on anything empirical.
A lot of people would strongly disagree with you, as we do base a lot of our beliefs off of empirical data, not faith.
Or anything like that. For example, an epistivist will say, oh, I only base my decisions based on the available data and based on the evidence. Okay, based on the available data and the evidence, how do you know that when you get on that plane, that the plane's going to land?
See, the deal is that you are talking in absolutes. An epistivist does not deal in absolutes, and for good reason. If I were a sportscaster working for ESPN and said that I had faith that the New Orleans Saints, which is my NFL team, was going to win the Super Bowl in 2009 on February 20th, 2008, before the Saints won the Super Bowl in 2009, I would not be a very good sportscaster, would I? No, because I would be disregarding the team and seasonal stats.
And explain to me how faith is not involved. Yes, we know about aerodynamics. Yes, we know what the odds are of the plane actually making it to where it's going to go. Yes, we know all of these things. But that doesn't guarantee your plane is going to land. It doesn't guarantee that you're going to make it to your destination.
Again, talking about sports, you cannot say that Alabama is going to beat ULL 100% of the time before the game starts. That's ridiculous. I mean, if you actually did that, you would actually be fired from ESPN for doing something like that. And it's the same thing with the airplane analogy that you're giving. It's fucking ridiculous, dude. Come on. And please set up a sound gate next time, so to speak, so we don't hear all the ambient noise that's coming from your thing.
Crying out loud, you could be flying over a country and a missile could hit your plane. How do you know that the plane is actually going to make it to where it's going? How do you know the train's going to make it there? How do you know the bus is going to make it there? Because if you was living in the Middle East and you got on a bus, there's no guarantee you're going to make it home if you're a person that travels on a bus. I got some people watching here. Let me see something here. Hold on. Hey, G-Man, I'm going to give General Johanna a call tonight. I will definitely be watching that tonight. Definitely, I'll watch.
Why are you the one asking the question to Bionic Dance? You are the one who believes the plane is going to land 100% of the time, not her. And I will say this, that's pretty ridiculous because the question could be thrown back at you. Why do you believe 100% of the time that the plane is going to land before it takes off? Anyway, I had enough of dealing with this guy. I will say this, that I do want to say that I'm sorry for not putting the original link to the video with Shock of God in the description last week. And I also want to say that I'm sorry that I made an off-putting thumbnail because I believe I committed the, what was it? I believe that I committed some sort of fallacy in there, and I just wanted to say that I'm sorry for doing so. I think it was an ad hominem or something like that, and of course, I was just trying to get a little bit of humor out of it, and, I think I went a little too far or something like that, so that's pretty much all I wanted to say about that. But, there's not much else I could say, about this video, so, obviously, this guy, he's equating the colloquial definition of faith with another definition of faith, and I was listening to Matt Dillahunty on the Atheist Experience saying that that is also a equivocation fallacy, and even though, of course, I still sit back and will say that the colloquial definition does kind of refer to the second definition, which is a belief without reason or rationality, because of this main reason. You see, in his statements when he talked about the plane landing, the thing was that he was disregarding the evidence that, you could have, I think it's like a 95% chance that the plane is, going to land, or 98% chance that the plane's going to land, and less than maybe, a 1.5% chance that the plane is going to crash. But the thing is that what he's doing when he uses the colloquial definition and equates it with the other definition is that he is basically disregarding the evidence of that 1.5% that the plane is going to crash, so to speak. And that's when I said that, the question could be thrown back at him, because it really could be. Say for instance you're on a plane and you're flying over, I don't know, a volcano or something like that, and then all of a sudden the volcano erupts while the plane is flying over, and then the plane starts having problems and starts losing control over itself, or the pilot loses control over the plane, and all of a sudden, the plane is now crashing because ash and soot is getting into the plane and causing problems for the plane's engines and for some of the operating systems in the plane. And then all of a sudden the plane crashes. And you're sitting back at the airport, before all this happens, before you get on the plane, saying, oh yeah, there's a 100% chance that the plane is going to land. And then when you get on the plane, this shit happens. Yeah, what happened to your fucking 100% chance that, the plane was going to land? This is why I don't take a lot of things on faith myself. This is why I consider myself an epistevist, because that is the most ridiculous, or one of the most ridiculous things to ever do, is to say, I take something on 100% chance that it's going to happen, because, well, there isn't a 100% chance that it's going to happen. And you see what he did. he did I want to believe a bait and switch fallacy. So, he talked about saying that faith is the same sort of equivalence um to me having confidence, which is the same thing that Matt Delahunty talked about, in which it's not. And that's where I I can't understand people like this. If you guys like what I do, you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter at Pikachu the Atheist. I also have a Patreon link. You could donate $2 if you like what I do. I will also be uploading my scripts when I do them to Patreon, so stay tuned for that. And if you like the video, rate, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.